Hi friends, how are you doing? I hope that you're having a beautiful day. So if you ever wondered how do people write website copy or how do copywriters write website copy so that it ends up being really fun, engaging and effective, today is your lucky day because I'm about to show you how I write website copy. So I'm going to pick a brand and I'm going to take you through their website and then we're going to rewrite it together. So this isn't going to be just a copywriting tutorial, it's going to be a practical exercise and it's also going to give you insight into an experienced copywriter's mind so you understand how I generate ideas and hopefully you can pick up a few techniques and bits and pieces that you can use either for writing your own website or for writing websites for your clients. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and let's go. Okay, so let me just introduce you to the brand. This is Barbarics and they are a shoe brand essentially. So the reason I picked them is because I actually like this brand and I'm thinking of buying some shoes from them. So I've decided to just go with them. So let me fire up a quick Google document, which is where I'm going to write the copy. So for the sake of this video, let's imagine that, this is your client and they've asked you to rework their website copy without changing their main layout of the website. So I'm going to go through their website with you first and I'm going to tell you what I don't think is so good and what we could change. First of all, the main banner is like autumn specials up to 40% off. So they're obviously driving discounts as their main strategy, or they're discount driven as their main strategy. And then the CTA is super simple, like shop now. I feel like we could make this more fun. Then we have this banner here, which we can also rework. Then we have like their main statement, which definitely we can rework. Then we have some features and the products and stuff. So for the sake of this video, we're just going to start off with the main banner and the main CTA. So when we're thinking about an e-commerce brand and when they have this main graphic, so their audience probably is coming through paid advertising. So we would definitely want to think about, okay, if this person is coming onto their website and they're coming onto the main page, so they're going to not be focused on one specific product, but like on their so actually let's scrap that. They're probably not coming for paid advertising. If they're coming onto the main website, it's because they just typed it into their browser. If they were coming to a specific product, it's probably because they're coming through paid advertising like Facebook. So in this case scenario, this is someone who has some kind of an idea of this brand. Maybe they're looking for barefoot shoes specifically, or for this brand specifically. So when they're coming on to the general website, probably what they want to do is they want to find a type of shoe that they will like, so the design that they would like. And when they click shop now, this is what happens. They're taken to a page where they have all the different designs. So your client could choose to, for example, divide this into like shop men's or shop women's, or if they know their audience is different, is interested in different sports, they could have like shop running shoes, shop hiking shoes, shop urban shoes, or whatever, city shoes, right? So, but let's just keep the design that they have and just focus on the copy. So we can say, this main banner is going to encourage our client to simply click through to somewhere where they can discover the style that they like. So instead of shop now, which is like super basic and there's nothing fun about this CTA, and you really want your CTA to get the person who's reading excited to click it. And shop now, like first of all, the word shopping might be like a little bit repulsive for some people because it's like, yeah, they want to spend money, but they don't really want to spend money. So what we could say instead is like, find your next favorite pair of shoes. Or something along the lines of, what is it really that they're going to get, right? Or so we know that they're going to see a bunch of different styles and hopefully they'll find one that they really, really love. So we could also say something like find or time for some comfy shoes. Because the CTA, I mean, the unique thing about barefoot shoes is that they're very comfortable. By the way, I'm sorry if you can hear a lot of noise. So I don't know, I haven't been online for a while, but basically I live in Barcelona. It's a loud city, so if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry, but be happy for me because I love the city. Okay, so time for some comfy shoes. Now you can do this so much better. Like, I'm just letting you know that you can really play around with CTAs and the ideas. Okay, I actually went ahead and I closed the door so that we don't have so much noise. Yeah, so the idea is that the CTA can be really playful, and don't get constrained in your copy to like basic phrases that everyone sees everywhere, like shop now or browse here, because you can be playful and have unique ideas. And this is a lot of the time this like shocking factor and this fun factor just makes the experience nicer for the reader or the person that's browsing your site. So yeah, don't feel like you have to follow what's already been done. People usually do that just because they're lazy or they don't know any better. But I think, you know, you can really play around even in more formal like B2B settings. You can still play around with this. So for the sake of the video, we can say, we're just saying, find your next favorite pair of shoes, or time for some comfy shoes, or like ready to find your new favorite new favorite sneakers, whatever, you know. Oops, I misspelled it. Yeah, so this would be, instead of shop now, we change it, right? Then we had this line here, autumn specials up to 40% off. So I think in this case scenario, you could make it more specific. So for example, if a pair of shoes normally costs $100 and it would be discounted with 40%, that means, you know, the customer would get it at $60. So we could illustrate that to them by, for example, saying pay 60 instead of 100. 100 in our autumn sale. Like, I feel we all know what it means to get 40% off, but if you can illustrate it in this way, it's even better, because you're giving them like, whoa, okay, normally I'd pay 100, now I'm gonna pay 60. Another thing that you could do is add scarcity in there, right? So we could say flash autumn sale, save up to, and we could, for example, if you wanted to use a dollar amount instead of the percentage, you could say, for example, you could say like, take their most expensive shoe and like see what's the biggest discount, like dollar discount that they have on their products, and say that. So save up to, or save or we could say pay like $40 less, and then ends Monday or whatever. So we're just trying to play around with ideas and like the different techniques that we know from copywriting, to basically you know, change this into something that's more interesting and also something that's more powerful. So what else? We have autumn specials up to 40% off. I mean, you could really change this to anything. You could also go more into like the brand, right? Because they are focused around barefoot shoes, or healthier feet, because that's one of the main benefits of wearing these shoes. Healthier feet this autumn. Or something like that. Your feet will thank you, or the most comfortable pair of shoes. I don't know, I'm trying to think of different ideas. It's kind of difficult to write it on the spot, but yeah, you could say something. Maybe if I explained the ideas to you, you would be able to put it into words. But you could say something like, get your first or get your most comfortable pair of shoes at a special discount this autumn, or um, what else is it? Like we could say that all of our shoes are discounted this month, or there are just so many different ways you could put this that would be more interesting, because in this context I don't even think autumn specials makes any sense. Um, so yeah, you could definitely play around with it, but like imagine that. Do I have this plugin here? Okay, so there's like a plugin on my other account that I can show you, where we can literally change the text on the page, and I'll show you like how different, unless this is I think it's edit and anything. So can I edit here? Wait, is it working already? Okay, so wait, it's not working. No. Oh no, I literally deleted it. Okay, so this plugin, Edit Anything, is really fun because it allows you to change the text, but it doesn't seem to be working here for some reason. Like let's say here. Yeah, it's not allowing me to edit. Maybe now? Oh yeah, okay, cool. Let's see if we can edit this part. So I think this one is not we cannot edit it, which is a shame because this is, I wanted to show you like how different it would look. We can edit this though. So like, oh crap, okay. So imagine if here we said something like, special autumn by selected barefoot 100% here. So we could say something like, get the most comfortable pair of shoes you'll ever wear. Or you could even play around with the idea of like, what does it feel like to wear really comfortable shoes? It feels like you're not wearing shoes, right? That's why they're called barefoot. Or um, it feels like you're walking, like your feet are just free and they're not constrained by like uncomfortable shoes, or you can walk a really long distance. Like you just want to play around with these ideas and like what it would mean for your customer to have these shoes, as opposed to just saying like, hey, we have a sale and you get your shoes cheaper. What do they really get? Like this is what it means to dive into the benefits. So we could say, yeah, the most comfortable or we can say like sneakers you'll want to wear every single day. Yeah, or we can even say like, finally, sneakers you'll want shoes you'll want to wear every single day. Autumn sale until, and we could say Monday or whatever, right? And then 60% off, 40% off. Right, so this already looks so much better in my opinion than, was it this one? No, okay, it was here. Special autumn deals, buy selected barefoot footwear at up to 40% off. See more info here. And then if we go here, finally, shoes you'll want to wear every single day. Autumn sale until Monday, 40% off. So I hope you understand why it makes sense to speak in less like generic robotic terms to this, because it's more fun, it's easier to read, it's more engaging. So now moving on to the second part. Oh wait, I have so many Gmail accounts, it's crazy. This one. So now we move on to this, which is the main statement, right? So we have barbaric, stylish, next generation barefoot sneakers made with premium materials and a special flexible sole. So if we take this sentence apart in terms of like a copywriting perspective, you would see that what they're trying to say is that they're stylish, right? So they look good. They next generation is very vague for the average consumer. They won't know what that means. Barefoot sneakers, yes, if someone is looking for barefoot, this makes sense. Made with premium materials, again, we don't really know, but this implies that they will last a long time and they're high quality. And a special flexible sole. So again, it's kind of vague, but we guessed what they mean is that they're very comfortable, right? So the way to rephrase it for your customer would be to put it into words that really make sense and is very direct. Instead of saying like they're stylish next generation sneakers, you could say something look good and um, look good, and I don't want to say feel great, that just feels, but the idea is of that, like you'll look good, you'll look cool, you're not, or we could say something like barefoot sneakers that don't look like barefoot sneakers. So the reason I'm saying this is because a lot of barefoot sneakers, they like the shape is different and they are known to look weird. Like if I show you what the first like barefoot sneakers look like, you'll laugh. Barefoot shoe. They just used to be like weird. Oh yeah, like people used to wear this. And like if you wear this, like you look weird. It doesn't matter like if it's good for your feet, you look like a weirdo. So these shoes, they're actually like urban style. They look similar to Nike's kind of thing, like with the design, and they look normal. They look like normal shoes, even though they have more space and all that stuff. Their design is very like user friendly, you could say, so you're not gonna look like a weirdo, right? So that's what they mean by the word stylish. So we could say barefoot sneakers that don't look like barefoot sneakers. Yes. And we could say something like, yes, um, something along the lines of like, you can be comfortable but not look weird. That's my idea. That's the idea I'm working with, but I'm trying to phrase it into words. So you can have the comfort, you can have the comfort, you can have comfort and style, you can have comfort and style. You could also play around with it and say like, yes, you can have the benefit of a barefoot sneaker and the style of of a fashion sneaker, right? Like, so health benefits of a barefoot sneaker, style of a fashion sneaker, right? So that's exactly what this so they tried to put more benefits in this sentence, and sure, we could work around it. So we could say like barefoot sneaker benefits, check. Style, yeah, we could say like stylish, check. High quality, check. Or if you wanted to again play with that idea, we could say comfortable and good for feet, look like fashion sneakers made to last. Fashion sneakers made to last. That's barbarics. Like you see, there are many ways of saying the same thing and getting the benefits across, but you're just rephrasing, like you're trying to move away from speaking like very robotic and weird to just sounding more like a person, like a human being. You could also turn this into a story. Like imagine a shoe that feels like no shoe, looks like a fashion sneaker, and or you could even like, yeah, that's nice. Sorry, like I'm working through ideas as you look at me. I'm definitely not gonna be like cutting this video. It's just to help you like see what I do. But yeah, we could also say like something like, imagine, or you could put it into a story in just a short phrase, like nobody will ever know, right? That this is a barefoot shoe or something like this. Okay, so these are just a bunch of different ideas. But again, we're just being creative. We're trying to think, because you can tell a story in many ways. Like it doesn't have to be long. Like, oh, imagine you're walking through your city, or you're running for the metro, and it feels like you're literally not wearing shoes and you have all the space. And like this is a very long way of telling a story, and it's good. Like it engages imagination. But sometimes you just have one sentence. So like saying nobody will ever know that you're wearing a barefoot sneaker. It's like the people in this group, they know that barefoot sneakers can sometimes look weird, like I presented to you. So knowing that you're wearing a barefoot sneaker and nobody even notices and they think it's cool, or they might even compliment you on it, that means they did their job right. Okay, so this is kind of like me showing you how I would rephrase these ideas, and like keeping the same thing that they have, because a lot of the time you will get people that come to you with a website, or maybe you already have a website, you've kind of noted the ideas where you want things to go, but you just need to reframe them, right? So here we have the features, so we have urban style, and again, like when you look at this sentence, it just sounds kind of clanky, like each barbarics model. Instead of model, you could easily say shoe. It's thoughtfully designed to accentuate your personality. The combination, like it doesn't really, it's not true, is it? Like it's thoughtfully designed to accentuate your personality. Not really. The combination of selected materials and urban style will complement your casual wardrobe perfectly. Moreover, you can enjoy unrestricted comfort in them throughout the day thanks to their barefoot design. Like this is like a super basic, like AI could have written it, right? So you can rework this to say something completely different. Like if you wanted to make the sentence sound human, you could say like, our shoes, or we could even say it better, like our designers, led by the creative director Sandra, spent, let's say, 6 months sketching up sneaker design that look casual. Yeah, we know you don't want to look weird or something like that, right? So basically, like this sentence reads completely different because there's a story, right? You have a designer team, and then the director's name is Sandra, and they spent 6 months like drafting up a design so that you don't look weird, and we're connecting with you. We know you don't want to be that person that wears the shoe with like separated toes or whatever, right? So again, you're writing the same thing, you're putting the same information, because you're always going to be working with the same things. Like you have the benefits, you have the features, and you have the brand, and you have the avatar and the brand story, and you're kind of making it all come together. So if you can make sentences sound like this instead of this, and you can use some strategic techniques like urgency, like scarcity, like powerful adjectives, like good CTAs, then you're already winning and you're doing a great job. And if you can make it very like story based, so it's appealing to the reader, then you're already like above 90% of copywriters. Like an average copywriter would write this, a good copywriter would go in this direction. Now, I'm not saying this is perfect, because you just saw me write this in 2 seconds, and I'm literally thinking as I speak to you, which maybe, and I did no preparation for this video, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so then we have men and women. Again, here we could add copy on top of these images to say like something cool, you know, about his style, her style, whatever. Then we have the recommendations, which is cool. Then we have the first barefoot sneaker. First barefoot sneakers. Okay. Reviews and, you know, all of this stuff. So basically, I think that you get the idea. Now, this was a little bit different because I'm reworking a site that already has copy on it. Now, if you were to do this from scratch and you just had the client avatar and to say like, this is who we are, this is the brand, and this is what we want to do, you would kind of scrap this and you would just you would do this from the beginning. So usually, yeah, you have the banner, and then you would think about like, what kind of different sections do I need to include? And you would be the one suggesting the content layout for the brand. So this is kind of like a mixture of user experience, so understanding like what the customer needs to see. So you would think, okay, if I'm a new customer, like depending on where they're coming from, and like the main CTA is to get them to browse the collection, so they pick a product that they like, what kind of information do they want to see as they're as they're scrolling through the site. So basically, if you're interested in kind of diving deeper into that, I do have a website copywriting guide, which I'm going to link down below. Now, lots and lots of people have gotten this and they gave me great feedback on this website guide, because it has like 32 pages, and I really list out like all the different sections of websites that we see, and I give you examples and like notes on each one, and I explain like the reasoning behind each section. And if you combine that with the creative flow and ideas that I kind of showed you in this video, where you really like switch things up from like, you know, boring copywriting to storytelling and emotion based, and then yeah, you're just gonna be amazing. I mean, you're probably already amazing, but this is just gonna take you to the new level. So that is all. Thank you so much. And one more thing. Wait. Yeah, okay. That's all.